On New Year's Day in 2007, Raymond van Barneveld beat Phil Taylor in what is widely regarded as the best World Darts Championship final of all time. Then, just 20 days later, Luke Littler was born in Cheshire, and it wouldn't be too long before he began to throw darts. He started at just 18 months on a magnetic board, and whilst this was just an introduction to the sport, his talent was instantly clear, as home videos show he already had an almost perfect follow-through technique. By the age of 4, Luke had already moved on to a proper board, and it wasn't long before he hit his first bullseye. He practiced away over the years, and eventually began to attend the St Helens Darts Academy and won an under-14s tournament in July 2016 at the age of just 9. A few weeks later, he moved up to the Academy's Elite Division, where he was beaten by his own brother, Leon, in a very close final. It wasn't long before Luke managed to win an Elite title for himself, as he did so a few months later. In 2017, at age 10, he hit the first 180 on one of the nights. The next step for him was the national JDC circuit against players who could be much older. This didn't faze Luke, and in his JDC debut, he reached the semi-final, hitting 2 180s and winning £25 at the age of just 10. When the JDC account posted asking who their next world champion could be, Luke Stav responded telling them to watch out for the 10-year-old. In the following year, he attended 5 of the JDC Tour events, with his best result being a run to the quarterfinals, which saw him average in the mid to high 60s 4 times in a row. That year, he also became the under-13s champion of both the St Helens Open and an event in Chester. Luke began 2019 by winning his first WDF title in the youth event at the Isle of Man Masters, where at 12 he picked up £200 in prize money, beating Beau Greaves in the final. It was also Beau who he beat to the top spot in the overall table of the England Youth Grand Prix. These wins made many people sit up and take notice of him, including Dieter Hedman, who told her Twitter followers to remember Luke's name. Towards the end of the year, Luke won his first JDC title at the 3rd Super 16 event, where he beat Charlie Manby 5-4 in the final. This helped him to qualify for the finals of the Super 16, where he dropped just a single leg in his group, meaning that he made it through to the knockout stage, where he beat Nathan Kerr and Alfie Jakes to set up a final with Keane Barry, which took place on a PDC stage at the Masters. In the final, which was Luke's first game on a PDC stage, he was beaten 5-3 by Barry, who is 5 years older than him. Towards the end of the year, Littler faced Luke Humphreys at Hayling Island, where he narrowly lost, missing chances to go ahead. He began 2020 by winning his first JDC Tour title, averaging 90 in a 5-3 win over Nathan Potter in the final. He was also able to retain the Youth Isle of Man title. These promising results brought him to the attention of Target, who signed him to their Elite 1 program that year. A week later, at the age of just 13, he hit his first 9-darter in practice. When announcing this on Twitter, he stated that he wired the double threat several times when he was just 11. The rest of the year was quieter for him due to COVID, but he began 2020 on a positive by signing with a management firm, ZXF, who he is still with today. In June of 2021, he finally returned to play live darts again after 12 months away due to COVID. He had a great year on the WDF circuit, winning 5 youth titles, as well as his first senior title at the Irish Open. The win in the Irish Open saw him secure qualification for the Men's Lakeside World Championship, aged just 14. Towards the end of the year, he won 3 JDC titles in a row at a block of events in Gibraltar, during which he hit his first Dream 9-darter in the MVG Masters event. He began 2022 by winning the JDC Super 16 title on a PDC stage of the Masters, where he beat good friend Eleanor Cairns 5-0 in the final. A few weeks later, he averaged 111.33, aged just 15, in a JDC event. It was then time for his WDF World Championship debut, where he started as the 8th seed with a 3-2 win over Ben Hazel, which he secured with a great 1-2-6 finish. He then lost 3-0 to Richard Vainter in the next round, only picking up a single leg in the process. A few weeks later, he had a great WDF weekend in Wales, where he won the Welsh Open and Classic Boys titles, as well as the Welsh Open men's title, the second senior title of his career, which secured him a spot at Lakeside in 2023, which as we know he didn't end up taking. In a warm-up event for one of those tournaments, the 15-year-old hit a stunning average of 121.86 in a best-of-5 game which he won 3-0. Then in June, he won his third senior title, beating Jelle Klaassen 5-1 in the final of the Romanian Classic. At the WF Europe Youth Cup in Hungary, he won gold in the singles, pairs and team divisions. At the senior version of the event, he won the teams event in a squad which also featured fellow 2024 World Championship semi-finalist Scott Williams. In December of that year, he won his first WF Youth Major at the World Masters, where he beat Peter Stewart Jr. 6-4 in the final. He finished the year off by playing on the Ali Pali stage for the first time, when he beat Harry Gregory 5-0 in the final of the JDC World Championship. We then arrive in 2023, where he won 5 senior WDF titles and made his PDC debut at the UK Open, where he beat Richie Edhouse in a last leg decider to reach the 4th round. He also finished as the runner-up on the PDC Development Tour Order of Merit, securing a PDC Tour card for 2024 and a spot at Ali Pali. However, many people first learned about him through his amazing performances on the Modus Super Series stage, on which he became the first player to defend the Champions Week title. In November, he became the youngest PDC World Youth Champion when he beat Jan van Veen in the final on the stage in Minehead. A month later, he was able to retain the JDC World Championship on the Ali Pali stage, which set him up perfectly for a great run in the senior event at the venue. He did have a decision to make about appearing in the PDC Worlds, as if he appeared in the senior event at Ali Pali, he couldn't play at Lakeside. He chose the PDC, and the rest is history. Can he go on to win it? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Well, at the time this video is released, Luke is currently up to 50th in the world, and a win against Rob Cross in the semis, which he's the favourite to do so, would send him into the top 32 and make him the world number 31. By already climbing into the top 64, it means Luke will now have a tour card automatically, rather than having to get one through the Development Tour Order of Merit. This means that his place has been given to Nathan Rafferty instead, and we'll see Steve Lennon have to go to Q School. The next few days could see Luke complete one of the biggest stories, if not the biggest story, in darting history. Who knows what will happen? Could we even see him in the Premier League next year? Let me know about that in the comment section below as well, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't miss a new video. Also, like if you enjoyed this video, as it really helps the channel out.